Okay, game 2. See, now I'm actually completely okay having a handful of forests because I don't need the swamps at all until late game, I've found. So I can give red or white creatures trample. I can make one sapling every 3 turns and sacrifice a sapling to gain 2 life. I take 2. I also have less islands in my deck by 1, so I have set up the way that I discard lands. I keep 2 islands in hand at all times until I have 5 land, and then I discard my islands straight up. Because there's not enough of a chance that I'll draw. I only have 8 islands in my deck, so the chance of me drawing extra islands if I get one of those 2 blue to bounce wizards. So this guy is just a 1/2. He doesn't do anything special. And there's no point in attacking with a 0 power creature. So we sit like this. 2/4. There's no reason for him to want to trade here. Okay. His guy has a relevant ability, whereas mine does not. His guy has more power than mine, and my guy can't attack. There is no reason for him to trade. Black and red creatures get +1/+1. And if he tries to use an ability on this guy, he loses 4 life. Sacrifice him to destroy target land. Annoying. I will trade my liege for that guy. But I'm not sure if he will let me. If he doesn't, well, I've still got to play a guy. Because otherwise I'm taking 5. There we go. I can continue to hit my curve. Okay. So at my upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. There's never any reason to make sapling tokens unless you plan on attacking with them the next turn, or until you want to actually use them. There's 2 creatures that don't give you any sort of a warning that they're gonna kill everyone 1 creature, which is it's the black creature that gives all non-black creatures -1/-1, and the same with the white creature. So creating saplings for no reason is not something you need to be doing, because they can just die without warning. And also, there's no way to bring them back up into counters, so even if you play one and there's the opponent gets a spell which can deal with the saplings, there's nothing you can do about it, whereas that's kind of cool. Yeah, whereas if you have them inside of him, that same spell might not be able to do it if it's like a 1 damage spell. Yeah, so I can attack with this guy now. He can block them fine, but if he decides to attack for some reason, it would be even better to block with Mycologist just to give it some power. Yep. Still not got anyone that can attack into Vigor. I'm gonna create a sapling now, because I plan on attacking with it. Also, if you store up spore counters, you might hit that fungus lord guy, kind of a lord that makes all creatures have the ability remove 2 spawn counters, create a sapling, so you can save on a spawn counter per sapling. Spore counter. Okay. Another dude. You discard 2 cards. And I have a funny little birdle that can attack into your guys. Jeez, Vigor is nuts. You gotta love getting a card like that. He has to skip a drop because there's very few answers at 7, and he didn't skip a drop earlier. I'm gonna skip a drop here. I'm in such a ahead position. I'm so far ahead of him that playing 8 drops and risking getting blown out by my own creatures is just not worth it, where I can just spend 1 turn and get up to 9. He is going to 9. There's no reason for him to do that, and if I was in his position, I wouldn't. There's less answers to this situation at 9, so I incorrectly did not make a sapling at the end of his turn, which was my plan, but it's okay, I only missed 1 damage. Okay. Now I have a 7-8, a 3-3, and an 8-8. Remember, I'm at virtual 28 life, because I can create a sapling, sack this sapling, sack that sapling. I don't actually have a flyer, so being at a virtual 28 life might be handy. No. There's no reason not to play 9-drop pre-combat, because there's no downsides, there's no bloodthirst. And there is 1 haste creature, so hey, look at that. Destroy his flyer. Get in there. Sweet. And game. And that's the match.